Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. Tesla showed a new video of the progress of Tesla's Optimus robot. And it was very impressive, not just the task it was able to do, but the pace of innovation is absolutely mind-boggling. Even a senior AI scientist from NVIDIA was very impressed with the robot and the progress Tesla has done. And what Tesla has created is something that in the long run will be far superior to anything else, as he puts it. So let's check it all out and let's dive right in. Tesla just showed off a new video of their Optimus robot. But we also have to remember Tesla has only been at this for less than 2 years. It was in August 2021 that Tesla showed that they would like to make a humanoid robot but didn't have anything to show us at that point, so that was pretty much only ideas at that point. Then 1 year later, they showed off a working prototype as promised, even though many laughed at that idea in 2021. And now, a year later, they're showing us a version that can recalibrate itself autonomously and use Tesla's AI vision, the neural network, to understand the world around it and can learn from just watching a video of how to do things. Boston Dynamics, for example, has been working at their Atlas robot for a decade. Their first prototype was made in 2013, and even though it can do some very impressive moves, it's all programmed. It does not understand the world around it. It doesn't even have a real human hand. And that is really what I think was so impressive about this video of Optimus, that Tesla has really nailed the human hand. Just look at how smooth Optimus' hands are working. And with the smoothness we are seeing, this is definitely something that the robot has learned by watching another human doing this, and not through reinforcement learning in a simulation, because that typically leads to jittery motion and unnatural hand poses. But Optimus looks very human-like with its hands. And this is what set us humans apart from most other animals, is our incredible versatile hands. Hands that can work with big and heavy machinery but also manipulate the smallest and fragile things. And seeing them coming from a robot that could hardly walk, to this smooth-moving robot that can even do yoga poses, that would challenge many humans to replicate in less than a couple of years, is just so impressive. Tesla's pace of innovation is just mind-boggling. So Tesla has really tackled the two fundamental things for a true working humanoid robot: human hands and AI vision that will understand the world around it. Tesla is creating an AI brain. As Tesla's director of autopilot, Ashok, said on X, neural network plus cameras work amazingly well and are really the solution to robotics. Same solution for cars, for Optimus, and will be for all such artificial animals. These robots do use additional sensing such as audio, pre-positioning, temperature, etc., just like most animals. But no LiDAR, radar, ultrasonic, HD mapping shenanigans. It will become so obvious over the coming years. We'll be wondering why anyone thought those were a great idea. Yes, Tesla has really solved some of the big pieces of the AI puzzles here. As Julian, a senior engineer at Tesla Bot, also wrote on X, super excited to share our team's progress over the last few months. We can now accomplish long horizon tasks such as sorting blocks fully autonomously in a completely task-agnostic way. Just collecting more data, we can train a new complex task without changing any code. This is really what people need to understand. This Tesla bot is learning and doing tasks without any code or program that is telling it what to do. It is 100% neural network in and controls out, just like the full self-driving beta software version 12 controlling their cars. As Ashok also said, the end-to-end neural network approach will result in the fastest and most competent, the most comfortable and the most efficient and overall the best full self-driving system ever produced. It's going to be very hard to beat this with anything else. Yes, the vision approach is the only way of going at it. So while Boston Dynamics Artlist robots look very impressive, but remember, everything it does has been programmed. For it to learn new things, the engineers have to write some new code. So you can't really say it's actually learning new things, as it does not learn. It is just doing what the program tells it to do. Optimus is learning, just like you and I are learning, by being shown how to do it and then try to replicate that. And for Tesla to starting to work on a humanoid robot just as AI vision, 100% neural network in and controls out, is becoming a thing, is a very nice timing. It was like when Apple and Google revealed their smartphones in 2007. Why was it not the year earlier or 2 years later? Because that was exactly when all the technology came together and made the iPhone possible for the first time. And that is what is happening right now at Tesla. The work through the last 7 years on the full self-driving software has led to this moment where Tesla has a neural network that can learn pretty much anything by just showing how to do it, combined with the robot being advanced enough. And we have a very explosive cocktail from Tesla. It's going to make the Optimus robot learn at speeds we didn't think was possible, because it has taken so long for the full self-driving to come to where it is today. Yes, but all that work has led to Tesla's neural network, which can learn without any code and can be implemented straight over in the robot. It just needs to be shown how to do it, and it will be able to learn that task. And this can be done in real life or through video input, so the amount the robot can learn is going to be way up and beyond anything else we have seen so far, as they are mostly learning new things by programming. And anything one Tesla robot learns, all the others will be able to do as well. And we already know Tesla is working with language models for the full self-driving software, and Tesla has access to X huge database about the human language. So for them to get a ChatGPT kind of operating system is not something I personally think is out of the question. So in the not so distant future, we will probably see a demonstration of a Tesla employee telling Optimus robot to go sort out the blue blocks by just talking to Optimus. We already know it has hearing sensors. And Tesla has huge amount of language data through X and has some of the biggest compute power in the industry with huge NVIDIA GPU cluster and the Dojo computer. They should be able to make a language model of their own pretty fast, so that they will be able to communicate with the robot through speech. So then they will have the human-like movement down, the AI vision neural network so they understand the world around it down, and then they can even communicate with it by just talking to it. A demonstration of that at AI Day in 2024 or maybe 2025 would probably make believers out of even the biggest skeptics about Tesla's humanoid robot. And Jim Fan, a NVIDIA senior AI scientist, also wrote a long post on X about how Tesla might be doing all of this, but he also was very impressed with Tesla's progress, as he also wrote, so it knows the consequences of its action. That gives the self-correcting ability shown in the demo, where one of the blue blocks landed on its side and the robot paused for a second and then corrected its own action and got the blue box to sit correctly on the tray. Yes, that was really impressive, but he ends off writing, lastly, I'm generally impressed by the hardware quality. The motion are fluid and the aesthetic are amazing as well. As I mentioned above, it is such a great decision to follow human mythology closely, so there is no gap in imitating humans. Artlist from Boston Dynamics has only simple gripper-style hands. In the long run, Optimus Bidexterior's 5-finger hands will prove far superior in daily tasks. Congratulations to Tesla Optimus team and Elon Musk. I look forward to seeing the bot roam on Mars someday. Yes, very exciting. So I don't really care what the Wall Street analyst thinks about Tesla's robot, but when a senior AI scientist at Nvidia think what Tesla is doing is very impressive and some amazing work, I do pay attention as they know what they're talking about. The Tesla robot is slowly starting to get some recognition in the AI and robotics industry. And we once again has to remember, 2 years ago Tesla had nothing. Today they have a robot that in some areas are even more superior than other robot manufacturers that has been added for 30 years. Some people are sleeping on Tesla's robot, and that will probably be the biggest mistake of them all when it comes to Tesla, as the demand for a humanoid robot is pretty much endless. And this being Tesla, they have of course looked at the robot from the first principle in mind. So this will not just be a very advanced robot that costs more than most people make in a lifetime. No, the Tesla Optimus robot is designed with manufacturing in mind, just like Tesla has done with the next generation vehicle, so that it is easy to mass produce at a low cost, as everything in the robot is basically made in-house by Tesla today. And this will be something that will set Tesla apart once again. And Dr. Know-It-All and Scott Walter has before speculated on what the price of such a robot will be for Tesla. What is the cost for Tesla to produce such a robot? And Scott Walter is pretty sure that in the future, when it's ramped up in production and so on, Tesla should be able to get a robot under $10,000 for sure, as there is nothing really in the robot that is truly costly for Tesla, as everything is pretty much made in-house. So again, this will set Tesla apart from everyone else. Optimus will even be cheaper than Boston Dynamics' robot dog that cost about $75,000, and that dog can't do much, and all it can do is all programmed. It does not understand the world around it, but Optimus will eventually be able to do pretty much everything you can do.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
And Tesla will of course continue making it better and better and better down the road, and when they finally produce this thing for the public, they will be able to come up with new things and push it out to them all with an over-the-air update. And suddenly, your personal Optimus robot has learned something new. It will feel like Neo in the Matrix learning Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
But the price of the robot is going to be very affordable. So it will not only be the rich that can buy a Tesla robot, this will be something everyone eventually will be able to get their hands on. So many people that want a helping Optimus as a companion in their life can get one. But before we get to that stage, Tesla will of course use the robot in their factory, cutting the cost of production by an order of magnitude. And the good thing about a humanoid robot is it does not need a paycheck, or be in a union for that matter. So Tesla will be able to get, for a very affordable price, a worker in their factory that does not get tired or sick or need to go to the bathroom. It can just work non-stop. The only time it needs to stop is to go for a charge, but depending on the task, it might even be able to charge while working. But compared to a human worker, the cost saving will be out of this world, as Tesla might be able to get the cost of producing this bot down to something like $5,000 to $10,000, but a human worker gets like $50,000 every single year. The robot costs $5,000 to $10,000 once, and can work for maybe, 20 years. So Tesla could end up saving billions of dollars in production costs when Optimus can actually do some real work at the factory, replacing thousands of human workers. I don't think anyone really thought Tesla would have come this far in less than 2 years, from nothing to this humanoid robot with human-like hands and a neural network for brain that can actually see the world around it and copy basically everything a human can do. Now, try to speed this progress up and imagine where Tesla will be in just another 2 years, as Tesla pretty much has the robot down. Now it's just about teaching the robot to do useful tasks and perfecting the design. Yes, the future for the Tesla humanoid robot Optimus is looking brighter than ever, and the demand for a robot like this is going to be endless. An autonomous car might be the biggest creator of wealth in human history when we finally get there, but it will be dwarfed by a humanoid robot. As Elon has said, when we can just produce a workforce, what even is an economy at that point? And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.